guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Chris with the C, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week. I do sit down for reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel. And if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So today, you guys, I thought I was gonna get on the tailwind of the explosion that is the Louis Vuitton price increase. So yeah, there are a lot of different directions we can go with this, but the direction I specifically wanted to focus on in this video was talking about 6 items that I still have in my collection and looking at what the price of them, these items are currently now on the website, as well as looking at the difference and what I paid for them, and do I still think they're worth it. So we're going to talk about 6 different items that are currently still sold at Louis Vuitton that are in my collection, and then I am going to reference a few that have left my collection and talk about the difference in those prices as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first. So we're going to start with the small leather goods. I'm going to talk about 3 small leather goods, you guys, and I'll do them in order of when I purchased them. So the first one that I don't really talk about that often, but it is the first luxury item actually that I purchased ever was this right here, which is the Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. It is in the epi leather and it is in the color noir. It has silver hardware, and this was purchased in, I want to say, April or May of 2016, and I purchased this from Vestiaire Collective. So it is pre-loved, but yeah, at the time I'd done like a lot of research and I was really wanting to get 6-ring key holder. Everyone kept talking about the small leather good. It was, better than, just the best small leather good you could get for the price. And so I did look on the pre-love market, and again, I believe this particular item, it was under $200, I believe, when I purchased this one. I did, again, look on the website, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the prices because I just was able to do a search on the website and see what the current prices are. So this now retails for $335 on the website. Now, I don't know if this one went up in the price increase. I don't see this as being a very popular type of item. The epi leather one, probably the canvas one, did go up, but again, I'm not certain because I don't monitor the canvas prices since I already have this one. Now, would I repurchase this again? I would say no. I used it quite a bit when I originally got it, but then as I started getting other small leather goods, they really replaced the usage of this one. This one definitely is still a great small leather good, but I wouldn't say it's the end all be all for me and my collection. So, I do use it now. I just started using it again for my work key. However, being that I am starting a new job, I'll have to turn in this key. So now I no longer really have a use for this. But I have used some of the rings on the inside for other things. So that's why I wouldn't necessarily think about selling it, because I don't know how much I would even get for it. So yeah, that's the first item right here, and it is the first luxury item that I ever purchased, the Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder in the epi leather. All right, moving on to the second one. This one was purchased directly from the boutique, and it is none other than my Louis Vuitton key pouch in the monogram canvas. So you guys can see, this was purchased in May of 2016 from the Louis Vuitton boutique in Charleston, South Carolina, when I went there, as I typically would go there every year just to kind of chill out and relax around Memorial Day. So that's around the time this was purchased. Yeah, you can kind of see it's been used quite a bit. It's got tarnishing on the zipper. There are a lot of scratches and all on here. I'm not currently using this. Oh, there is a key on here. I think this is the key to my prior house. So yeah, there is. I'm not currently using this just because I'm currently using other small leather goods, but this one has gone through the ringer. I used to use this every single day, especially being that this was the first item I bought brand new from the boutique. I think at the time this retailed for like $190 or $195 from the boutique. So it was a little bit under, or a little bit over $200 after taxes. But yeah, I don't, let me see, what is the current price of this now on the website? Let me look. This now retails for $325 on the website, just the monogram canvas version. I would say to me it's well worth it still, as a small leather good. For the amount of times that I've personally used it, I would still in 2022 pay $325 for it. So to me it's worth it, but again, I don't currently use it right now. I'm using other small leather goods, but just kind of thinking about over the past 6 years now that I've owned this, almost 6 years, yeah, this one has gotten quite a bit of use as a wallet, as a key holder, just as knickknacks that I would put in here. Even when I went to London, I used this to carry British pounds in here, and I would hook it to my belt loop on my jeans, just so I had some extra security whenever I was going out with my friends from church, and you know, just to carry my money, and it would be really close to my body. So this one just has so many different uses. So I would highly recommend this still, even at the current price point. I think to me it's still well worth it, even though, like I said, I don't currently use it as frequently as I was using it. I definitely feel like I've gotten all my cost per wear out of this item. And even again, if you bought it today, you know, if you had a use for it, I think you would get a lot of wear out of this item that, you know, even though it's still a good amount of money, I still believe you would get all of your money's worth from daily or at least regular use from this particular item. So that's number two. Number three, and all these were purchased actually in 2016. That was the year I started buying luxury. So none other than the Louis Vuitton mini pochette in Damier Bean. This was purchased again, I believe June of 2016. It was purchased around the same time that I purchased my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, which I actually forgot as far as a bag that we're not gonna talk about the Neverfull right now. My Neverfull is currently in retirement. I totally forgot that I own that bag. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But we're talking about the mini pochette. So the mini pochette was purchased June of 2016. And yeah, I purchased this from eBay. And yeah, I purchased it. It was brand new. The person had never used it. So I pretty much paid what the price was for it at the time. I think at the time this retailed for like $300. So that is what I paid. There were no other additional taxes or fees. So it was just straight $300. It was brand new, came with the tag and everything. So you can kind of see right here in the Damier Bean. I'm actually using this. I used this in my bag today, which I used, I would use my yellow Chanel bag today. So it fits right in here. So yeah, I really like my mini pochette for my smaller bags to, you know, kind of like my smaller to medium sized bags where my toiletry 19 will not fit. So this is a really good pouch for that. So just open it real quick and kind of see some items that are in here. I have mints, I have my AirPods Pro, I have a L'Occitane lotion, I have my Chanel double facets mirror, as well as the lipstick that I'm wearing, which is from Christian Louboutin. So yeah, all that fits in here. I've used this for church events before as like a little crossbody. Yeah, this one gets very regular use when I'm not using my bigger bag. So like I said, I used it today. So this one stays in a good rotation when I'm not using my bigger bags, because when I'm using my bigger bags, I'm gonna use my Louis Vuitton Toiletry 19. So this one had a really big price increase, you guys. So like I said, I believe I paid $300 for this from eBay from a seller that I bought from directly. This now retails, again, I'm looking down on the website, for $745. That hurts. I think when I was watching other videos today and they were talking about the increase on this particular item, this is the one I think percentage-wise that had the biggest increase. Not necessarily dollar-wise, but percentage-wise, I think this one had the biggest increase. So yeah, this, when I purchased it, it was 2016. So yeah, 6 years, it has gone up $445 is the difference. So this was a rather hard one, you guys, but I would have to say, I would really have to say, if I did not repurchase this, I would purchase a pouch from another luxury brand that was a similar size and capacity. So it doesn't necessarily have to be Louis Vuitton, but I feel like this is a staple item in a collection. So if I was really enamored with Louis Vuitton, you know, or, you know, again, you're looking for an item, if not this, I would say something comparable that may be less expensive. So maybe look at Gucci or YSL as far as, you know, another brand that might have a similar pouch that's a little bit cheaper. But I would still say, yes, I would repurchase it even at $745. Ooh, that's hard. That's hard to say because I say that just because of the amount of times that I've used this in the past 6 years and how I still use it. So I feel like still with the money, you would still get your cost per wear. But I feel like other brands have kind of come into the picture now to where you're not necessarily limited to pay that much money. So I would still, before buying this, I would look at other brands that you might like, or maybe you haven't paid much attention to. Like I said, like Gucci or like maybe YSL would have comparable items that have the same capacity, that are also luxury, that would be a bit cheaper. So yeah. So I mean, the good thing about Louis Vuitton would be the resale value, but that $745 price, you really wouldn't necessarily see the benefit of resale value for a while until it had a few more price increases. Like, again, like I said, I purchased this 6 years ago. So now, yeah, if I wanted to sell this, I would definitely make a profit off of this being at the current retail price that it's at. But yeah, that's 6 years. So I don't know how many years it would take for you to actually see the money back on your investment if you bought it right now, if that was your goal. As far as resale value, unless it was a special edition mini pochette, or if they say they discontinued the mini pochette, then yeah, you probably would. If you bought it today and sold it a week or two from now and there were no more left in the company, you probably could make a profit or get all of your money back. So just kind of things to keep in mind, you guys. But yeah, I think I would repurchase it just because thinking about how I still use it 6 years later and the amount in which I've used this. So yes. Now we're gonna get to the handbags. I'm gonna talk about, oh, well, I guess I'll talk about 4 now. You guys, I totally forgot about my Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM because I actually need to get the straps replaced on my GM. So I forgot I even own the bag. It just sits in the closet because the straps are like peeling. So whenever I wear like a coat or something, like little pieces of I think it's the glazing on the strap, they get on my clothing, so I can no longer wear it until I get that replaced. So it just has a bunch of stuff in it and it sits in the closet. But I have my, you know, my iPad Pro next to me. We can go ahead and look up that price really quickly. I'm not pulling it out of the closet. And then we'll talk about my other 3 bags that I remembered that I owned. But I totally, again, forgot about the Neverfull until I just showed you guys my mini pochette, because again, they were purchased around the same time. So I own the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in the Damier Bean. I purchased that in 2016, June of 2016 from eBay. And, okay, here we go. Right here. So yeah, I purchased that from eBay in 2016. And I purchased that, I won it on an auction actually. So, and it did not come with the pouch that, you know, typically comes with the bags now. So I think I paid after taxes $830 for that Neverfull. And I think it's from 2014. So it was pre-loved, but maybe 2 or 3 years old, I think, at the time that I purchased it. I want to say it was from 2014, but it could be a bit older. But yeah, so $830. Let me just calculate this real quick. And now it currently, as of the price increase, it retails for $2,100. So yeah, I'll probably include that, you know, probably below. Is that correct? Hold on. Yeah, I think that's correct. $1,270. Wow. Jesus. Yeah, I have to check my math, but I'll put the correct amount under here if that's not correct. But I think that's correct. $1,270. Yeah. So yeah, that's quite a big difference, you guys. Yeah, I just did backwards math. Yep, that's correct. $1,270 difference. So yeah, if you're wanting to get a Neverfull, which is typically an entry-level bag, that's something to keep in mind. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. It's not a bag that I use very often. It's one of those bags that you like to have it when you need it. But when I initially purchased it, I kind of saw it as a work everyday bag, but I've changed, my work has changed. So, and it is a big bag, but to me, it just gets so heavy on the shoulder. With not a lot of items inside of it. And then I don't really care for the shoulder strap drop. I have bigger arms, so maybe that's what it is as well. So yeah, it doesn't fall as low as I would like it to fall, but I understand the construction of the bag and why it's made the way it is. But because of that, I just don't like it that much. And I've talked about that in other videos. Again, it's sitting in the closet. I completely forgot that I owned it until I just talked about the mini pochette. So that just kind of goes to show you. But yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it, honestly. Just because, you know, some people it works out for. You have to kind of see are you a tote girl? Me, I'm more of a structured bag person, which I've talked about before. I've kind of gone to medium to smaller size bags as far as my collection is concerned. So a tote isn't something that I would carry every day. Again, it's kind of more so an as needed basis, which for me, as needed, really, I don't necessarily need it because now I have my Fendi Peekaboo Extra Light. So for a bigger bag, I can fit most things that I need in there without the usage of my Neverfull. But it's nice to have. But I wouldn't repurchase it, to be, you know, just being 100% honest. Let's get to the other 3 bags that I remember that I owned. Let's start off with the first one. So this is the Louis Vuitton bum bag. You guys, it is rumored that the bum bags are being discontinued starting April 1st, which to me is really crazy. This bag's so popular. But if that is the case, I would definitely recommend, if you've been on the fence, definitely pulling the trigger and getting the bag, because it is a great bag. I love this bag, but just wanted to put that in there, that caveat. But this one now retails on the website for $2,030. It is the monogram canvas. I did purchase this one September of 2020 from a sales associate out of the Austin, Texas boutique, and I just kind of did that transaction online, and you know, he processed it for me, and then the bag was sent out to me. I believe it was like around the 16th or 17th of September of that year of 2020. And so as far as the price difference, from what I paid to what it is now, which now it retails for the $2,030, the price difference is $340. And when I talk about price difference, that's before taxes, because taxes is going to be different in your individual state or, you know, city that you're in. So yeah, $340 difference. I would absolutely buy this again. I would absolutely buy this again for the amount of times that I've used it since I purchased it. It is just my current vibe. This bag just gets a lot of use. And even if I'm not using it, I like to look at it. I like to look at other people who own it, you know, on Instagram. And I just love looking at the bag, if nothing else. I just think it's such a classic Louis Vuitton bag. And if they're discontinuing this, y'all, I feel like I'm sitting on a gold mine. Like, I think this is just gonna be a bomb vintage Louis Vuitton bag. I just think it's very well made as well. Maybe other people have had issues with their bum bags, but I haven't had any issues with this one. Unlike, you know, other bags that I've owned before, but I just feel like this one is just very well made. The construction of it is just like, all of the hardware is just very hardy and just thick. And so even the strap, like, just super nice to me. So I love the way this bag is made. I love that, you know, it has the top handle option. I do carry a top handle at times. I love the back pocket. I love me a back pocket. It fits my iPhone 12 Pro Max, which, you know, again, is the biggest iPhone. So yeah, like, I would absolutely repurchase this even at the current price. I don't know what my limit would be as far as how many price increases I would, you know, stomach this, you know. Well, I guess you're not going to see many more if they're discontinuing it, but at the current price of $20-$30, absolutely I would buy it again. Like absolutely, for as much as I've used this bag and how much I still love this bag almost 2 years later, absolutely I would repurchase it at the current price. No doubt, no hesitation, yes and yes. So that's all on this one. Then the next one, which is the most recent bag that I purchased because I love that one so much, is this one right here, which is the Louis Vuitton bum bag as well. This is in the Empreinte leather. It is in the color noir or black. I purchased this one in November of last year. So again, this is my most recent bag that I purchased the end of November of 2021. Same thing that I love about the monogram or the canvas one, or definitely things that I love about this one. I just feel like it's such a classy bum bag. I like that it's more understated than the monogram canvas one. This one is a little bit smaller, but I can still wear it to work. It fits all of my necessities. It will fit my mini pochette as well as like some other small leather goods. So absolutely, I love this bag, love the strap. So same details as, again, the canvas one, but it's just a bit daintier. This one looks to me really good around the waist. I know the canvas one is very big and it can add a lot of bulk to your waist, but this one to me is like a perfect bum bag size. Again, I enjoy the oversized canvas one, but this one is just very nice. Probably gonna wear this the next couple of days for things I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, it also has the wonderful back pocket where my phone does fit, but it, because the dimensions are smaller, it is a bit of like, you have to kind of put it in there and kind of shove it in there a little bit more. But yeah, it has a great top handle, great strap option. It has one zipper instead of two, but again, you can tell this is still a very well-made bag as well. As far as the price, now this one currently retails with the price increase for $2,300 on the website. I think the difference, let me look at the difference. The difference in price from what it is now to what I paid, and again, this is before taxes, it's like $180 difference. Would I buy this again? I would say yes, just because I love the canvas one so much, so I would still be drawn to this one. And I've used this one quite a bit as well since owning it in November and purchasing it in November. So I would definitely say yes, even at the current price. I would begrudgingly pay for it, but I would still be interested in buying it. And I definitely foresee this bag getting a lot more use in the future. So yeah, I would totally get this again. So absolutely, I love this bag. So let's move on to the last one I have to show you. And it is none other than my Louis Vuitton ALMA PM, Neo ALMA PM, and it is in the Empreinte leather, color noir, and which is black. And so this is kind of like my retrofitted Speedy. So I used to own two Speedies. I don't know if you guys are OG people on the channel, but I used to own two Speedy 35s. One was the bandolier Damier Bean. The other one was a classic Speedy that my mother now has. And that was like from the year after I was born. I couldn't find the year I was born, but I found the year after I was born. I think I paid maybe like $200 or $300 for that Speedy, and it was in really good condition still. And like I said, my mother owns it now. So yeah, that one was an eBay find, and then the other one I bought from Fashion File and subsequently sold back to Fashion File. Now this one right here, yeah, after I sold those two Speedies or got rid of the one and then gave the other one to my mother, like I never had the desire to own a Speedy again, and I really never actually looked at the ALMA as something I would consider purchasing, but I saw this on the website last year, like in August, September period of time, and I really loved it. I was having an issue with my pochette METIS. You guys can look back at those videos to kind of see that story, but essentially I was able to yeah, a couple bags later, I, put those funds that I got from the Pochette METIS and subsequently the Louis Vuitton Neo Empreinte Noe. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the name of it, I guess. But yeah, taking those funds and I applied it to purchase this bag, and back in September, you guys, I absolutely love this bag. Like, I use this bag so very much. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And it comes with the strap here. Unfortunately, the strap does not fit crossbody on me, but it's still a very nice shoulder option. And I was really wanting a black bag with gold hardware because I do have my Chanel Jumbo, but it has silver hardware, as you know. So this one does have the gold hardware, and it does have like the little clochette. So it has just some nice little features to it. And it is reminiscent of a Speedy with the 2 straps and with the zipper option. But this zipper goes all the way down on both sides, or both zippers do. It does have this like little dome shape. I do have some items in here because I'll probably switch back into this bag in the next few days. But like I said, I'll probably have my EMPREINTE bum bag for the next 2 days because I've got things to do. It's got a beautiful interior. I've got my Toiletry 19 in here. So yes, this one now on the website retails for, let's see, $28.40. So this one actually saw 2 price increases since I purchased this, because I remember the week after I purchased this bag, it had a price increase, and now it's just had another price increase. So let's see, what is the difference on this one from what I paid? So yeah, this one now retails for $28.40, and the price difference as far as what I paid is $270. So from September all the way now to February, it's gone up $270 for this particular bag right here. Would I repurchase it at $28.40? Because $28.40 is kind of getting into the $3,000 mark. I don't know, you guys, because I guess at $3,000, I'm kind of thinking of like, oh, I could put that money towards something Chanel, or even something that I would want that's like Hermes. Because I do have like in mind, you know, something Hermes that's kind of in that price range. I don't necessarily know for this year, but you know, like everything isn't the Birkin and the Kelly and the Constance. So yeah, you know, I've kind of researched that Hermes has other items that I would be interested in that are in that price range. So yeah, for as much as I use this bag and love it, what I would probably do I would look at the pre-love market first, and try to see if I could get some type of deal or discount on this bag as opposed to buying it brand new in the boutique for the current price. So I think I would try to get this bag still, but I don't know if I would pay the boutique price. I think I would try to go on Fashion File or eBay or the Real or something and try to see if I could get some type of discount or deal on this bag. There were some on Fashion File that I was following when I, you know, ultimately decided to purchase this bag new. So yeah, like I think there are deals to be had on this bag because EMPREINTE doesn't necessarily retain its full resale value. So I will say that. So yeah, $270 difference. I would repurchase it, but I think I would try to go the pre-love market personally. And it does have like feet at the bottom. It's just such a beautiful, classy little bag. Dresses up an outfit, you can dress it down. I just absolutely love this bag. And so the last 2 I wanted to briefly mention as we're going into 30 minutes now, so sorry you guys. But yeah, the last 2 bags I want to briefly mention are bags that I did sell. So the first one is the Pochette METIS, which I did own that in the EMPREINTE leather. Color was Cerise, which was a like true red color. I purchased that bag in 2017, June of 2017 from London, England, when I went to London with some friends from church. So I did get the discounted European price as well as the value added tax. I think that's what VAT stands for, the tax that I got back. So I think it retailed in London for like 1,400 pounds. I'm just gonna do a quick conversion. I don't know what that is price wise because I don't remember, but I think it was like maybe $200 more as far as what it converted to in American dollars after the taxes. So I feel like I paid like $1,600 for that bag. And now the EMPREINTE version of the Pochette METIS on the Louis Vuitton website retails for $28.40. So it retails for the same thing that this ALMA PM now retails for. Wow, so that again is going into the $3,000 mark for the Pochette METIS. no, I wouldn't pay that. And it's easy to say for, you know, I didn't necessarily want to talk too much about these bags that I've sold because it's easy for me to say, no, I wouldn't pay that much because I've clearly sold the bag and, or gotten rid of it at least, and I did not repurchase it. So I'm kind of done with it. I'm over it now. I did use that bag quite a bit for months at a time. So I definitely got a lot of good use out of it, but if you ask me today, right now, no, I wouldn't repurchase it just because I'm over it. So I think that the Pochette METIS is a bag that's worth $3,000 personally. Again, we're kind of getting into Chanel territory. For, you know, you can, when I say Chanel territory, I'm not talking about classic flaps. I'm talking about like seasonal bags, things that are more attainable at that $3K price range. So, no, I'm over it. I wouldn't repurchase a Pochette METIS. I think even the monogram one now retails for like $2,500 and something. No. I mean, no, it's just a no for me. But I'm, you know, again, if you still love the bag and you can justify it as something you would wear every day, definitely go for it. So that's just kind of, again, my opinion. No one get mad at me, please. And the last bag I want to talk about is the bag that I actually just sold a few days ago on the Real, and it is none other than the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack, which I have loved since I originally purchased it in 2018. This particular version, I did have the newer version, which I purchased, or which I obtained in November of 2019. Yeah, November of 2019 is when I got the newer version, but actually I purchased the bag January of 2019 and did an exchange because of different issues with it being defective. So I had that bag. I haven't really worn it that much since I moved here to Houston. I just felt like it just no longer fit my style. So that's why I did go ahead and sell it. Now I'm a bum bag convert. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. So the bag retails now for $24.40 on the website. It's like the price difference is like $500. So no, I wouldn't repurchase it, especially where I'm at right now, because it wasn't getting a lot of wear or usage since I repurchased it. So, but yeah, if you love the bag, it's a cute little bag. I absolutely loved it for years. Very useful, very functional, fit a lot of items, but it just no longer fit me. So what I did, you guys, is I did like a total of all of, you know, the difference in prices and totaled that up. But again, I forgot to do the price of the NEVERFULL. So let me add that really quickly. And I added all that up to just kind of let you know like how much of a savings it was for me to purchase the items that I purchased at that time. So let's see. You guys, I just converted that. So that is a savings of $4,410. And yeah, that's how much money I saved, but that's subsequently how much more money you would be spending now for all of those items. And that's before taxes. So yeah, that's definitely like a square mini or something through Chanel. That is definitely a Chanel bag. Yeah, like even a seasonal Chanel bag. And that's definitely like an Hermes bag. I can find an Hermes bag for that price. So yeah, you guys, like the thing is, the cheapest these items are gonna be are the current prices they're at now, because they're only gonna keep going up. So you guys have to keep that in mind if you're interested in these items, if you can justify them. But I would highly recommend, like, especially if you love the bum bags, either one of them, I would still definitely hop on it and buy it, especially if these are being discontinued. So if nothing else, like all of these other items, they're gonna be around. I don't foresee them discontinuing the key pouch or the mini pochette or the 6-key ring holder, any of those small leather goods. Even if they did, you could still probably get them or get a comparable item from another luxury brand that would be more fitted to a price range that you would be able to better swallow. These right here, I still think they're worth it at the current price. And if they are discontinued starting April 1st, I would jump on these. Like these, I feel like these are definitely worth it. And even if you don't use them, you're sitting on like, I don't want to say a gold mine, but I think that these are going to skyrocket as far as the resale market if Louis Vuitton discontinues these. This is totally a middle-aged old lady vibe, like later on in life. Like this is a vibe, y'all. This is a vibe. It was a vibe when I was 9 years old. It'll be a vibe when I'm 90 years old. Like this is a vibe. So hop on those if nothing else. I think they're still worth it at the current price. Everything else I was like, I don't know, I'm a little iffy on, but definitely to me, the bum bags are definitely still worth it. So you guys, I know this is a long video, but I thank you if you stuck with me all the way to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And this was very informational and helpful to you all. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Even if you skip certain parts and you skip till the end, I still appreciate you clicking on the video. Give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Also, make sure you do share it with other people who like these type of videos or this type of content, kind of talking about prices, a little bit more in depth, and savings and how much money you spend. So definitely share this video with any of them. Also, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, you guys. You do that by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Again, you guys, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.